So, at a school, a student is reading a letter from home and becomes very depressed. The teacher looks at the student and says, "Hey, what's wrong?" He looks sad. The student responds and tells the teacher their sister died. The teacher says, "Wow, your sister died?" Teacher gives her apologies. The student gives the teacher the letter. She looks it over and explains to the student their sister didn't die. She's thrilled and excited. The letter says tickled to death. That means happy and excited, not dead. The student goes, "Oh, I see. I got it all wrong. It doesn't mean dead. It means excited. Wow, I'm relieved. Now, remember the story." So, I'm going to explain some things, but first, you need to understand what happened before in history to understand what's happening now in the present. Um, so, let me see. Long ago, in 1817, the first deaf school was established. Deaf education begins, and deaf education began. The so the first school started with Laurent Clerc, Gallaudet, and a group of students. As time went on, everything started progressing, and so all around students started to graduate all around. They found jobs and set up other schools for the deaf in places like New York, Philadelphia. Deaf education was spreading. Those um, so those deaf schools had many deaf teachers and hearing teachers too that signed just as well. Uh, Communication was clear, everyone understood, it was smooth and fluent, and it and yeah, it was true. Communication was easy. Now time has passed, and it's 1880 in Milan, Italy. Administrators and leaders in deaf education came together to discuss the best way to teach deaf children. So they all took a vote on it and decided that signing would be forbidden in schools and removed from the school curriculum. And that from then on, the best way to teach deaf children was through oralism. In America, they heard the news, but were still signing here. There was no oralism yet. In America, they heard the news, and years later, around 1910, America began feeling influence from Europe, and little by little, uh, things started to change, oralism started to pop up, and things weren't the same as before. Deaf community did not like oralism, but it was spreading quickly. The number of deaf teachers dwindled considerably in deaf schools in America and in Europe. Before, around 80% of teachers were deaf, but now around the country it's easily less than 10%.